Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. As you can see, I have two beautiful vintage Birkin with me today. And as the title says, today I'm doing a quick comparison of Birkin 30 to Birkin 35. And so these two are new to my collection. And well, to be fair, this one I purchased for a friend. And this one, it's my very first Birkin 30 that I ever purchased. And it's just, first impression is very, very small. I know it's coming across bigger on the camera, and it's always like that, and a lot of people actually find Birkin 30 to be big when in fact it's really a tiny bag. Because I'm so used to seeing, actually I will obviously bring up my my hack and the Kelly 32 for comparison as well, since I have this opportunity. So I'll just be right back. So this is my 32. I do apologize because today kind of happened to be an impromptu video, but this is a 32 in terms of length. This one is 35 in terms of length, and I've already done a 32-35 comparison in the past. And this one is obviously 30. So this is a side by side. And let me just bring up Kelly 32, which is also very similar, very close in terms of size. So it's actually an interesting fact, and I feel like a lot of people are not aware that the Kelly 32 is actually very comparable size to a Birkin 30. You can see that it's slightly longer, but overall it's quite small because it's a lot narrower than a Birkin. So when you put like 30 side by side with the Kelly 32, they're actually very, very close in size and in height and everything. Yeah, so when you carry them, here is a side by side. When you carry, you know, they kind of look almost the same. I mean, obviously one is a Birkin and one is a Kelly, but given that the bags do have very similar features with the sangles and the turn lock, the overall shape and everything is also fairly similar. There's actually a lot of merit in getting a Kelly 32 because in terms of price point, the Kelly is a lot lower. I do like to carry things with the flap open, like same with Birkins. I do like to tuck in the official flap inside, but I do find the sangles to be kind of tangly more on the Kelly, and it does give a lot more strength, like a lot of pressure on the handle, which I don't think it's a good way to carry your Birkin, especially bigger Birkins. I think it works totally fine with maybe a mini Kelly 25, but I wouldn't, it's not really something I recommend for 32. So I really do, at least to the minimum, use the turn lock for the 32. But like I said, the overall look and the overall shape, size and capacity, it's actually very comparable to a 30. And the price point is only like maybe sometimes you can even find half the price to a 30. So look at this beautiful, oh, I didn't even talk to you guys about color and leather. So this is inclement leather, as you can tell. And it's called the natural sable. So the sand, sable in French for sand, like a beach sand color. Very beautiful with kind of puffy grains, like bigger grains, I would say, on this one. And you can see the sticker is actually still on for the back piece hardware. So again, with the flap open, this is how it looks like. The color of it, I find it very interesting because it does definitely has a yellow undertone to it, but in a lot of lighting, it does look like a beigey, milky yellow color. I do think it's fairly neutral. I mean, it's not like neutral like a gold or a black, but I do think it's not like your candy bright yellow color. So I do think it's a nice option, a nice alternative to all the other color Birkins or Kellys. And now the bag, like I said, that I purchased more, like ordered for a friend. This one here, 35, is actually quite similar to a 35 I've presented in the past. If you guys look at my older videos, this one is in blue. I can't remember the official color name, but it's like a dark navy blue, and it's also in Clemens leather, which I find really interesting because if you compare the two, the grains on this one is a lot smaller than this one. Beautiful condition for the vintage age of this Birkin, and it's just overall super well made. I especially love the contrast stitching on this one here. And again, I'll just do a side by side and you guys can tell the difference. So this is the 30, this is the 35. I feel like I've really come to the decision that the 35 is just too big for my frame. It makes it feel much like a travel bag, I think, for me now. That's why I've kind of settled that, okay, maybe I just really need to go for 30 that actually looks better, more proportional, I think, for my height and my frame. But like I said, I still love my hack, which it's like the in-between size. So I do think here's a comparison of with the hack 32. Okay, so I guess the purpose of this is the side-by-side view. Again, the hack is actually a bit skinnier, which I really like. And overall, I think the weight is very comparable for the two bags. So, it's about the same heaviness, even though it's quite a bit bigger. The handle is shorter. So the handle is quite a bit shorter. I guess the takeaway from today's video is that if you want to be cost efficient, or if you have a limited budget, go for these, because the Kelly 32, like I said, really gives very similar vibe to a Birkin 30, and a hack Birkin, again, similar hardware components, all the elements are there, but it's like significantly cheaper compared to getting a Birkin 30. So I think those are my takeaways. And if your frame suits you for a 35, and that's also a much better option in terms of price point compared to a 30. So this is the smallest but the most expensive bag among the collection here. And these three, I would say, are actually fairly close in terms of price point. So hopefully this was somewhat helpful, and I will continue in my next video to talk about, buying vintages, my next series about buying and selling luxury good on the secondhand market. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.